пытались купить на RYZEN этот артефакт. По-моему, так ни разу и не дособрали.
Если будет, то очень не скоро, потому что иначе урона не будет хватать на команду в целом.
Ну вот ВГ почему-то покупали прям после Рейденса. Собирались, вернее. Хотя с уроном там тоже были проблемы. Ну посмотрим. Здесь у каждого свое какое-то понимание. Нага продолжает заниматься сплитпушем, фармом 9900 у Артизи. Наказать его за это... Вот сейчас очень опасный момент с точки зрения эхослэмства. Ну, в Марса влетать не хочется. Вот Шейкеру крайне неприятен такой герой, как Марс, тем, что он просто жирный, и его забрать за рассказ очень-очень тяжело. Вот
в центре ВК можно выбить ему первую жизнь такими темпами очень быстро и просто отступить. В таком случае ЕГЭ смогут. И люди добьют ли, да? Халява. Просто на халяву выбивают.
牛头大招把幻象全杀了，这个小拿家本体没上，小拿家是带着对开着分身斧，开了分身去杀了这个大帝，这本体根本就没走上来。
这要怎么说呢 ？FI 觉得EG真的能这么嚣张吗？
我觉得他是没有看到那个小拿家走去啊，因为小拿家毕竟是先网的骷髅王啊，对吧？他既然网的骷髅王，那说明小拿家在视野。
Evil geniuses, if they can keep this pressure up, S4 getting cold feeded up, he'll just walk it off. Yeah, with no there's no follow-up. Yeah, there's no echo. There's no instant stuns. And that's what they really need to get the lockdown. You got to keep in mind, like, EG, look at this. Yul's bots on Summel, he didn't change anything up. Both cores on the side of EG itemizing offensively for optimum acceleration, whereas Psg.Lgd, they have the drums and the pipe that got picked up by two cores. They were looking for early fights, but they couldn't make them happen. They're going to find another one. Arme starting up, hexed up. They just got to keep the control going as the run continues. Wrath of Nature, any kind of damage. Ice Blast is on the way. It won't connect anyone. It's such a small ball. They just don't connect anything. Maybe with the Rayfire Blast, they're just so uncertain. LGD, if they can take a fight, just look lost. And look at the vision around the map. Fly definitely winning handily in this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That ward I love behind the tier 2 and bottom lane. This is so valuable.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Makes it much easier for Artur to play in this bottom half of the map. Has the defusal active as well. He is a huge threat, very much online. Doesn't even have anything queued up yet because this is go time. You don't need more items. The funnier thing is also with the couriers. What? That's Nova. He had a sentry ward delivered. Saw him. Yeah, he did. Ice Blast is coming out. The trouble is there for maybe LGD. They're falling apart. I don't understand what's happening right now. There's a double kill for Arteezy, easily set up by the spear of S4. And LGD, I think they've got their mouse on the wrong side of the keyboard. Just over and over, unconventional, unexpected mistakes that EG punish. They're feeling very good. Lead rising to 5k. But what? This is FY like looking towards the mid, where he thinks it's real. Like this almost feels like salt in the wound. Maybe LGD just thought it was the real one just because the damage was done so quickly. But this is so uncharacteristic from LGD. We don't mean to be harsh, but it's just because we expect so much. Look at they've found themselves pincered inside of their base. Only Chalice with the freedom to start split pushing lanes. Everyone else just throttled inside of their own base radius as EG just wander around like a pack of hunting wolves. FY's got round 2. Echo slams off cooldown. Remember, like, you've got these big team fight abilities. You've got that smackdown. If you can be fast enough, they've hit the target. They're just gonna go solo. All right, guys, that's a mental win. That's like, hey, we killed Shaman. We hit the right target. LGD gets a kill. They also get the D ward, which is necessary. They had to take control back of their own top shrine area. They will have the Radiance up on Ame in a moment. This game is not over by any means. It's just that EG's been outplaying Psg.Lgd thus far, but it's Dota 2. Either side makes one mistake, that opens up Roche, and all of a sudden games equalize. Though in EG's case, they might be able to have enough of an edge to just win the game. Bottom, Chalice to the trees. The net, maybe. He'll sprout himself up, begins the first TP scroll. Song of the Siren will cancel it. 4 seconds till teleportation's back off cooldown. There is no support really arriving, and S4 will pin him to a tree. Whoops, that's a little off target, but it doesn't matter. He's got more damage than anything. And this is set up because they have this ward behind tower and vision, thanks to their hero's placement on the shrine. They know there's no one near Chalice. Artur's confident enough. Look, my Song, we're not going to need this for some time. It's a low cooldown. They need to get a counter. Jump
Samel's got the Earl Scepter Ice Blast. It's waiting for Samel to back up. It will be able to connect, so no regeneration. They really want to go for this one. They'll give him a shield. The wall is up. S4's there to help out the rebuke. The damage is high, and maybe he's already down. Samel, is he really going to live through this? They lose both. Maybe an FY thought they had enough to bring him down, but obviously not.
That's just poor execution again. All you've got to do is Fisher from range, just storm zips, blink forwards, double stun, like that's going to be a kill. And that was a DDR tour in the pit, finishing off Roshan as this all went down. They didn't even have Fury on because he was still respawning.
16-15 on the kill board does not explain this game at all. This is when you got to understand all the elements of Dota and what means a team is in front.
Arteezy's gonna have a butterfly in a moment. He is a full butterfly, effectively, ahead of any of the Psg.Lgd cores, along with this Aegis now picked up. And you have bots on your left. I'm sure Sumail, even though he wants that BKB, if you take a fight, he'll have buyback prepared. So effectively, both these squads have Aegis, and you even check it out. Highest amount of last hits on any hero at this event on the 23-minute mark.
You're gonna have even more coming up. It's like, hey, fastest butterfly in this patch, 23 minutes. Sure, why not? It's just rolling in the money in Arteezy.
Boggles my mind, honestly. You play EG, you give Arteezy complete free farm, and
look at the jump. S4, he goes up to Xnova. One rebuke, and Xnova loses 1/3 of his HP, and S4's just waiting for him. It's like, hey, we'll follow you down. If you got a taunt, now's the right time to use it, because Xnova, you're not going to live through this. Rebuke will kill him once again, and they are going to go for top lane. It's FY caught out as the Earthshaker. Sumail and Crit going together. It's Bash Brothers, but multiple sets.
EG doing excellent, like just playing so well around the map in both games. You can look at the faces, Psg.Lgd side, just shook, whereas EG, calm and composed, continuously just shoving waves, finding these pickoffs thanks to the lane wards that the supports continue to place aggressively.
That's an EG facial expression that you like. I have confidence in this team. They're not phased and not also getting cocky about it. They just keep going. They're rolling through the motions and playing really fantastic Dota. You catch them out again, but you don't do the extra damage. You burn the mana to ensure there is no reincarnation. S4 was waiting. He could have pinned him. He could have done even more damage, but they know this is why you get the diffusal carrier to do the work.
And it's just, even this Bloodstone on Storm, it's not going to mean a damn thing in this game. It's not increase his damage output, and the way EG's playing, he won't be getting many charges either.
I don't think he'll even get out to the shop to buy it.
Yep.
Like, there's no courier. That was one of the big problems. Like, he's back up now, have to make a run through the trees.
If you were to say, like, if you call the late game 10, the early game 1, Psg.Lgd, they're itemizing for like a 5 or 6. EG's going for 8 or 9, and not being pressured. If you're going to play with this early pipe, the early drums, you've got to make something out of it. But I haven't even felt like Arteezy's been targeted in this game. He's just doing whatever he wants. He has nearly 400 CS in 26 minutes.
It felt like in game 1, EG had to work for it. In game 2, their items are hitting the right timings, they're getting more spacing, so they don't even have to use these items to hit the timings.
And it feels like you can't, where's the hope for Psg.Lgd? They've lost all their tier 2s uncontested, and it's partly because these lanes are being shoved just by these Naga illusions as the rest of EG move around the map.
Is it just the creep skip? Like, maybe he's doing his job. He's going to go out, he's going to pick up a haste rune, but look at Sumail coming in. He'll have to ball lightning up. He buys the Bloodstone, triggers the haste rune, and get the hell out of here. Sumail, of course he's hasted. He's 550 movement speed. The juke from maybe. He jumps around the trees, the Song of the Siren. It's caught on the edge, but he's in the tree line. Arteezy thinks maybe he's got him. Whoa. He is okay.
They don't know where he is. Assumed he might be on the high ground. He's hunting for him with the Edict.
That is some elusive maneuvering from Storm Spirit, and maybe just being ballsy, but you look towards the mid. You look for another little battle, but no, they're not going to give it to him.
This is the benefit. You have the true save as well on the side of EG. It was the same in the first game. The Shadow Demon of Fly, this game the Abaddon, the Equalizer. You can play so much more offensively because S4 is just walking forwards with a pipe. Even if you initiate on him, Naga's so fast. You've got a hasted Leshrac at all times.
Yep.
You can close. There's no, if you buy that 5-10 seconds for your 1 core to live, it becomes a 5-on-5, which is just something Psg.Lgd cannot take right now.
Chalice should be dead. Hexed up in the tree lines, BTs are on the way, and S4 is going for multiple targets, catching Xnova in the back lines, kills him in the rebuke, while Charles will die in the tree lines. They thought again, maybe if we go as 2, we'll be fine, but they're not. This is when FY needs to do heavy work, push out the bottom lane. Wraith King's taking care of the mid. Storm's finding the jungle, so at least LGD seem to just be like, let's just take a breath. Get away from these fights. If we lose one, we lose two on the side lanes, that's fine. You're kind of hitting diminishing returns for EG finding these kills now.
But the damage issues, Toby, I mean, how do you kill Naga? He's closing in on a heart. Oh, the spear?
Oh, it got him! He's got another jump. Song of the Siren. The range, it's reaching him. He's in the tree lines. It wasn't enough man to jump any further. And, well, I don't like this for maybe. I don't like this one bit. 50 seconds on the sideline. Sumail is looking for more. FY was able to TP himself away by blinking to the north. He has his Echo Slam available, so EG still have to respect some part of the high ground of LGD, especially now the Aegis will time out.
And the Psg.Lgd lineup, they were the ones meant to expose mobility and abuse global movement, but it's EG who just continuously find kills around the map, and I don't even think PSG, they don't have a plan around it. It's just one or two heroes consistently getting caught in the side lanes. They have no hope of turning around in a team fight.
They're just trying to farm
EG,
up
like, they're gonna fight Chalice again.
Oh, he's in the trees. He's TPing out. Sumail doesn't know. But you know that whole respect that I was saying? I don't think there is respect. A heart is on the Naga Siren. 3.5k HP and ability to reset and get back to full.
And where's the damage? You can see, like, Psg.Lgd, they're trying to itemize just to stay alive. The Wraith King's going Shiva's next item, a Bloodstone on the Storm, sure, but how do you kill Naga? He's got... How do you kill Naga?
Good question. Hit Ice Blast is step 1. Hit everything else is step 2.
I don't even think you need Aegis if you're EG. They're just going to keeping LGD inside of the base. All 5 heroes standing with their tier 3.
Yeah.
EG has the entire map to work with. A BKB soon to finish on crit. All the core items they need coming online. There's the one on Sumail. It's nearly go time for the EG side, but I don't blame them for being careful. This is a position they've been in many times before. The upper bracket final. They have yet to win one this season in any tournament.
All right, Sumail, what have you got? FY is right behind him here to jump forward. Does he want to go for the Echo Slam? But no, Sumail, he's got BKB up. FY, he doesn't want anything to do with this. There's your ball lightning TP as far as you can away, maybe. And all the way home.
Artor's still hunting.
FY, Song of the Siren will cancel the TP. FY will die, but once again, a little bit of space gets created. At the same time, Crit will die up on top lane, so hey, FY may die. Actually, no, I take it back. Crit, he's going to shackle. He's going to hold him there. The bounty runes are being stolen up, and here comes Arme. Some revenge for LGD. They'll get rid of the horse, but hello, Sumail. Jumping in a little bit deeper. He's actually taking a hell of a lot of damage. A little bit too much damage for his liking. You've still got Wrath of Nature. Charles will try and turn around, but Fly's there to help him out. There's still a 2-for-1 trade-off. Make it a 3 as Prophet has gone down. Haste Rune, that's nice for Wraith King. Some movement speed to escape and no Song of the Siren to control, but that's why you throw him almost pinned to the tree. But the spear will not waggle.
It's so tough for PSG. They lose 3 just for crit. It's a rinse repeat of that time they found Fly around their top shrine area. I think that was the last kill they acquired. It's just been such a slow game from them, and there's nothing they can do. Their first kill picked up in
the TP.
10 minutes.
Sumail went onto the catapult. The spear stump, lost 1 second. Wraith King can't go anywhere apart from back to life again, and he doesn't want this either. The follow-up Stun Splitter was the perfect timing. Now Arme will attempt his own TP out with the Yule Scepter. Sumail was waiting for it, and the rebuke of S4 finds the kill. The Ice Blast will tickle, but it won't do much more than that. While in mid, another kill. The roots on the Storm Spirit. Feature tries to create some space. FY, the Echo Slam hits into RTZ. Storm, he's going back in again. Can they kill him off? Song of the Siren's available. Does everyone go to sleep? RTZ, the control is there. And LGD bring down the raid boss. You asked how they get the kill. That was without the Ice Blast.
Sure, but that was with 4 heroes and no one else from EG in range because they had just collected a kill on the enemy carry as well.
Okay,
he
so
gets Song off there too. It turned.
So we just missed the third thing. Arteezy by himself. Third situation.
6th place, the all-time last hit charts at 30 minutes, just demonstrating the size and scale of EG's advantage. Roshan will not be spawning for another minute. Still not out of this is Psg.Lgd. It's just 12k gold, and Naga eventually will run out of items to buy. That is the bright spot. And Storm, if maybe can hit level 25, the game changes a bit.
Maybe
we'll have BKBs. Yeah.
I guess it's the lack of lockdown in the Storm. That's what we were talking about during the drafting phase, where, like, unless you can get that ensnare off, Storm is Storm's still good.
Yep. That was the first real mistake I've seen EG make, but it is Dota 2, and at this level, you're really only 1 or 2 mistakes away, no matter the advantage, from finding yourselves in an even game. This next Rosh is going to be critical.
And they're buying themselves so much time to do it. The never-ending split push, like, Chalice has been going ham with this. Having that early Maelstrom into Ionia, he pushes the lane so quickly. The Treants do the work. We saw during the group stage, like players like Kura, the support positions getting easy pushes on the side lane. When you got some items to boot it, it goes a little bit faster. They're looking for maybe in the trees, but they won't get it. But he is waiting as much as he can to Courier, looking for the snipe, but already fortifies, and he's TPing away. That's just that's just fun.
At some point, I think EG is going to look to make moves on the next Roshan. They're so powerful now. Also, an Ag's up on S4. Remember that reduces the cooldown of his rebuke to 1.4 seconds with his ult active and refreshes the cooldown. So if he can just blink in and find initiation on 3 or 4, he's going to do massive amounts of AoE damage.
And look how much they believe they can hold this game out. Xnova's going for a Scythe build. And he's gone so deep. He's put down 2 very deep observer wards inside the EG jungle. So this enables the split push on the north at least.
The kind of play you have to make. You've got to take chances. And yeah, sure, you've been dying all over the map, but it's necessary. You can't afford to just sit in your base as 5. You want to try and stay on map, getting aggressive. FY finishes his Aghanims. That's huge as well. We'll have more initiation.
Courier, it doesn't have fortification. It used before when Storm Spirit went for the jump. So Xnova's able to claim it. I don't know if he gets out this one alive, but he's definitely going to be a pain in the butt to him. Hiding in the trees. No, he ain't getting out of this one. But for the greater good.
Greater good, indeed. Rosh is up, however, so talking about good things. EG will be able to clip this Aegis and Cheese.
Can they? Like, can ES... Well, I suppose you can buy an apparition, but ES now has both Blink Dagger as well as the Aghanim Scepter. I suppose you can't take the fight, can you?
I agree. I think RTZ is going to take this Aegis. Maybe Sumail will come and grab it. He's almost level 25. We saw that come into play in the previous game as it provides an extra 50 explosions, or rather 40 explosions in Edict. It's effectively 2 Edicts every time you pop that ability. It is way too much damage. And it just feels like that's really the name of this game, which is damage output. EG has such an easy time playing around their 1 and 2, even S4 with there's just so much damage. The Storm still working on buying the items that keep him alive. He needs that BKB. Storm be able to play
Jumps
Dota.
up, hacks, crit, able to actually catch up. Maybe all he wanted to do was try and crash this room for a 35-minute, but Sumail will get the perfect chain stun in. You knew it. You knew it. He's down. 75 seconds and no buyback because he bought the BKB. He couldn't even disable crit because crit, as the support, has his own BKB.
Check out the items on Ame. Like, he has a blade mail. Talk about damage problems. Like, there's still that
Chalice. Rooted. He was trying to TP out underneath them, and he won't be able to do jack. Hex, shackled, controlled. He's down for over a minute.
And Sumail got that critical level 25 as well. He's going to go back to base, then bots out. You can already see the talent selected. There's 2 dead for 40 seconds. You have buyback on Chalice, but none on Storm. If you're EG, I think it's go time.
It is. There's no split push to punish. They come high ground. Mars will be the front liner. Arteezy right next to him. And what do? Mass Serpent was planned to take the tier 3 talent, the Ice Blast. This one, it will be able to connect over on 2. Echo Slayer from FY is holding it back. Sumail's getting very aggressive. He's trying to just keep Ame out. Ame feels a little bit more confident with the no mana cost reincarnate, but still.
This Edict damage, they still don't have Glyph. If Sumail gets another free Edict off on the racks, that'll die as well.
5 seconds till Storm. Latrax dropping down low.
Got Aegis though.
And he's got Cheese too. Rain kick, here's your Storm jumping up. Can they pop the Aegis? Jump back out, Arteezy. Everybody go to sleep. Now fight. S4 doesn't want to put up the wall, doesn't want to do anything. In fact, LGD, they're jumping in. Sumail triggers off his BKB. Still has to turn back around. The Ice Blast is nice at the back lines, connecting over on 3. But LGD, they need to be able to disengage. The wall comes up, and that's a problem. Ame caught inside. He doesn't have reincarnation available. He'll end up going down. No buyback available. But Storm, now he can go into the back lines. He'll kill off Sumail, but all it does is break the Aegis Immortal. She switches into the inventory, and the Edict is still killing off the melee racks. S4 is a little low. Maybe that's one target they can go for, but there's no mana right now for the Storm Spirit. Now you'll go for another jump, cleaning up the creep wave. But EG's going for Megas. They're going for the 3rd lane of racks on bottom. I don't know, Kyle. I'll tell you when it arrives. But it ain't there yet. Another jump. Storm doesn't bait Jack.
Who are you supposed to go for? The Sanga's got near 4,000 HP. You've got no Wraith King.
There's another jump. Mana from RTZ. Easy dodge. Fissure. Here's a secondary Ice Plant to connect over on S4. But he's locked in the trees. Here's another. Sends up defensive Yules. Samel making sure nothing can touch him. And even a Bloodthorn. This is Megas. Already on the front lines. It is Megas. LGD never put up a fight. Wraith King's still not in it, and Storm Spirit's got nothing. Brought down, dead for the whole time. That's really GG. There is no more battle. There is nothing. We're waiting just for the call because this is the Martian inevitability. There it is. Evil Geniuses will 2-0 LGD in that winner's bracket final, and they have broken the 3 curse.
Indeed. You can see the smiles on their faces. They played near flawlessly, and I'm not surprised they're it feels like they'd be more excited, but that was clinical. That was just a doctor's appointment. They get in, they get out, they go home.
Yep.
Hang out, take a nap. That was beautiful.
As you said, the only problem was RTZ dying in mid lane because he was the only one there.
Yeah,
Just a reminder that he is not immortal.
Sure, but even then, it's a half second away from them just turning around that team fight, winning the game even quicker.
Yeah.
You know, credit to them. Psg.Lgd really just seemed off today. I've seen them play much better Dota, but perhaps that's just because of EG. You know, they